Well, Jim, we have a viewer question. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Here we go. And this week's about your retirement. Jim, your shows on scams are very helpful. My mother is 91 and lives in her home alone. My sister noticed her checkbook wasn't balancing and checks were missing. We had also noticed her grandson had been visiting and staying at her house a lot lately. Now, we were shocked that a family member could do this. What are other ways she could be scammed by family?
You know, this is just always crazy to me that this happens. I mean, it's bad enough. We've been talking about scams and scam artists, and some of these scam artists, I actually call them professionals because this is their career. And interviewing scam artists that have been prosecuted, and they talk about, you know, they prepare. They stand in front of a mirror and practice their little speech of how they're going to appear to be a drama queen or a drama king, and how they can even, some can make a fake tear come down their cheek. Please, I just need $10 to buy formula for my baby. And they end up giving them $200 or $300. And it's just, it's wild that that can happen. But then on top of that, family members, I mean, their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. I've talked to people from neighbors that scammed them out of money. Even a friend from church has happened a couple of times that I've learned about. So what we want to do is try to offer some tips here, some things to look out for. And next week we'll talk about some ways to maybe prevent those. But the first one is, and this is one of the more common ones, is you have a family member that is keeping and balancing checkbooks. And where the scam lies in, and especially this year, I've gotten more calls about it because it was so hot earlier this summer. Electric bills, utility bills just shot up, even with those new increases that they got. And so grandma can't see very well, so she signs the check after they're written out. Why is this so high? Well, you know, they had those big increases. It was a hot summer. And what they're doing is they're paying their electric bill with her electric bill. And so you have to watch out for that. Using cars for loan collateral, you need to keep that, and warranty deeds on your property, they need to have a safety deposit box where that's not accessible to just anybody. And then not paying rent or paying back. A lot of our adult age generation, they may have an extra house or two that they rent it to a grandchild, they quit paying rent, I've had a bad month, Grandma, or they borrow money and say, I'll pay this back when I get paid on next Friday. Well, next Friday never comes. And then taking their cash. Don't leave a lot of cash around inside the house. $20, $40, $60. Not $600, because it can be gone. And then there's, in Oklahoma, we have the Vulnerable Adults Protective Services, Adult Age Protective Services. You could contact them and they can help you with this too.
Oh, and figure it all out, because it can be a headache and a half.
It is.
Oh, goodness. Jim, thank you. And don't forget, we can get more retirement advice on Jim's other show. Watch Baby Boomers in action every weekend on News 9 and News 9 Plus. And for more information, visit news9.com/retirement.